All right, folks, we are back, and we are doing what we can to get you this going on. We are going to record this broadcast. Our internet connection here is a little less than we had hoped. We had Starlink, and it tested great, but now here in the field, it's not going to work. If this does not work, again, we are recording this, and we will post this entire game film later on. So hope you're able to enjoy what you can. You can listen along. Hopefully the audio stays in. We will keep on it. And again, if this does not work for us the way we were hoping it would, we will have it live for you after the game. We will post the complete game film later on this evening. So hopefully it works a little bit better for you, and we will do as good as we can. Here we go. Starting lineups. We'll kind of join it in progress.
And we joined for the last man for Team USA, number 89, Joe Bassett, coming at you from Burlington, Wyoming.
And now the coaching staff for Team USA.
Coaches for Team USA, we've got
head
coach Scott Reed out of Farson, Wyoming. Offensive coordinator out of Coolidge, Texas, we have Thomas Tritz. Defensive coordinator out of Little Snake River, Wyoming, Sam Wheeldryer. And then special teams coordinator out of Meeteetse, Wyoming, we have Zeb Hagen.
That is your 2025 Team USA for the 27th CanAm Bowl.
All right, folks, sorry we missed your introductions for all of the players. We'll get those players for you later on, maybe during a timeout or halftime. Now for the Team Canada roster.
Leading out Team Canada, we have number 2, Carter Harrod out of Millwoods, Alberta. We have number 3, Ethan Lazzotti out of Waka, Saskatchewan. Sorry, Waka, Saskatchewan.
Number 5,
also from Waka, Griffin LeBlanc from Saskatchewan.
Playing quarterback and kicker.
Number 8, we have Jackson Ermel out of Cupar, Saskatchewan.
Playing defensive back.
Number 9, also from Saskatchewan, or from Alberta, we have Zach Kachuk out of Millwood School.
Number 12,
we have Camden Shuchuk from Shellbrook in Saskatchewan.
Defensive lineman and kicker. Number 18,
our third Alberta man, we have Cole Chapman out of Breton.
Running back, wide receiver, and defensive back. Number 23,
also from Cupar, we have Ashton Moore.
Number
26 from Watrous, we have Burke Bartko.
Of Watrous School, playing running back.
Number 34, we have Daxon Wilinski from Elrose.
Saskatchewan, playing linebacker and defensive back. Number
44, from your host city, Rosetown, we have Dami Igbekwe from Saskatchewan.
Number
47, also from Rosetown, we have Kaylin Fair, also out of Rosetown, Saskatchewan. I think I already said that once.
A hometown boy, yes. Several Roseton
Number 51,
players tonight.
Number 51, Cade Armstrong out of Watrous.
Defensive lineman and offensive lineman. Number 55,
we have Caleb Lycan from Creighton, Saskatchewan.
Number 77,
we have Matthew Zadunik from Davidson.
Playing offensive lineman and defensive lineman. Number 84,
we have Clark Gable of Clavet, Saskatchewan.
Number
87, Ryan Morrison, also from Clavet.
Playing tight end, fullback, and D lineman. Number
96, Lane Steen from Hanley, Saskatchewan.
Playing linebacker. And finally, at
And rounding out your
number
Canadian roster, we have Michael Buckland from
of
Elrose, Saskatchewan.
at defensive end.
We've got a full roster for your Canadian
Now
team.
for the
Next up, we'll
coaching
have,
staff for Team Canada.
coaching staff for Team Canada.
At head coach
We've got a
from
whole slew. We got
Lethbridge
Bob
School,
Mayo
it's
from
Bob
North Valley High School.
Mayo.
We've got Rob Harrod from Millwoods Christian School.
Offensive coordinator out of Millwoods Christian School, it's Rod Harrod.
Then from
Defensive
Hafford Central
coordinator
School,
out
we
of
have
Hafford
Ryan
School,
Barnstable.
It's Ryan Barnstable. Offensive
And two
assistant
fellas from Rosetown, we've got
Saskatchewan,
Graham Montreal.
Montreal. And finally,
And rounding him out, we have
defensive assistant
Justin
from
Hogan,
Rosetown,
also from
Saskatchewan, Justin
Rosetown.
Hogan. Give another round of applause for your 2025 Team Canada roster. Now, time for the introduction of the officials for tonight's game. Richard Berezowski.
Your officials for tonight, we have Richard Berezowski,
Rob Simchuk.
Rob Sinchuk,
Pat Orobko.
Pat Robko,
Brad Harris.
Brad Harris,
Grayson Clement.
and Grayson Clement. Oh,
And
who I believe is up here in the booth with us.
who coached in the first
And
ever
Phil
CanAm
Giebert.
Bowl back in 1997. For the chain gang here tonight, we want to thank Cale Morris.
And then we're just a quick thanks to our chain gang on the far sideline.
Mark Mafalasheo. And Harper Willis. Fans, please rise if you are able and remove your headwear.
Now we've got our national anthems, folks.
We acknowledge that we are on Treaty 6 territory, the traditional lands of the Cree, Saulteaux, Nakota, Lakota, and Dakota peoples, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. We respect and honor the treaties that were made on these territories, and we are committed to moving forward in partnership with Indigenous communities in the spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. Now, please welcome Carl and Carmen Letting to perform the Canadian and United States of America national anthems.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Oh, Canada, our home We stand on guard for thee. God keep our land, glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
There we go, folks. I don't know how often you hear two national anthems for a six-man football game, but that's pretty exciting.
That was pretty cool. Again, those of you watching at home, we hope it all is behaving better now. I think it's up and a little more consistent. Again, we are recording this, and we will be completing the entire. We will put the entire broadcast online in all of its clarity at the conclusion of this game. Actually, later on this evening when we get to our hotel or someplace that can handle the internet connection. That said, should be a lot of fun. We went over this before when the actual pregame was going. There are some different rules here in Canada if you're watching from the United States. In a nutshell, the field is 100 yards long. So that's one of the major differences, where in the United States it's only an 80-yard field. And then to get a first down here in Canada, you only have to go 10 yards, but you get three downs to do it. Where in the six-man world in the U.S., it's 15 yards and 4 downs. There's also an interesting... we have a CFL alumni there with the coin toss.
And now would be a great time to bring you some of those rosters that we weren't able to get to during our initial break. For Team USA, we have it out of Shinewells, Colorado, number 0, Chasen Turner. Out of Hay Springs, Nebraska, number 1, Dylan Young. Number 2, out of Jayton, Texas, Aiden Salazar. Number 3, from Whiteface, Texas, Ethan Kaufman. Number 4, out of Centerville, Montana, Luke Kelly. Number 5, from Sumner Eddyville Miller in Nebraska, Maddox Jones. Number 7, from Borden County, Texas, Braden Steele. Number 9, also from Whiteface, Texas, we have Jeremiah Rendon. Number 10, out of Chester Joplin Inverness in Montana, is Nate Nelson. Number 12, from Pawnee City, Nebraska, Anthony Kling. Number 15, from Branson Kim in Colorado, is Coulter Cranston. Number 16, from Oakwood, Texas, is Gavin Wilbanks. Number 21, from Little Snake River, Wyoming, is Bridger Cozens. Number 25, from Sumner Eddyville Miller, Nebraska, is Cohen Rohde. Number 31, from Three Way, Texas, is Cameron Grant. Number 89, from Burlington, Wyoming, Joe Bassett. That's your Team USA rosters, and we're raring to go here in Rosetown, Saskatchewan.
All right, here we go, folks. Going to be a fun one. Team USA will receive. Again, if you're watching this online, again, appreciate you watching. Appreciate you sticking with us. We understand that the video is a little bit laggy, but we do the best we can with what we have.
Set to kick for Team Canada is number 18, Cole Chapman, who doesn't seem to have a ball with him. Off to a roaring start. Sorry, folks, I believe I got the wrong number. That's number 12, Camden Shuchuk, is squaring up to kick. Back for Team USA is number 9, Jeremiah Rendon. Shuchuk's kick is away. Rendon's going to take it. Looking to field up the middle. Has a couple fortunate blocks. He's going to try to take it up the right side and is wrestled out of bounds by number 8. Jackson Ermel got there. That's going to set up Team USA right around their 30. So Team USA coming to Rosetown, Saskatchewan. They're the ones who's going to have to grapple with some of the rule changes. Cameron Grant looks like he's going to be taking over the starting center duties. And I believe that's a little bit of motion in the backfield. Luke Kelly under center for Team USA. Kelly takes a snap. He's going to pitch back to number 21. That was number 21, excuse me, Bridger Cousins. He's going to bring it all the way out for a first down. Running back from Little Snake River, Wyoming, getting his first touch of the game. Team USA set up once again. Cousins in the backfield. Pitch goes to Cousins. He's going to try around the right side, but he's swarmed by a couple of Canadian defenders. Looks like that was number 96, Lane Steen, leading the way with a couple other defenders right there as well.
To thank our touchdown sponsor for this year's CanAm Bowl, Prosperity Credit Union.
This will make it about 2nd and 18 for Team USA. Cousins once again in the backfield. This will be a dive play. Handoff goes to number 89, Joe Bassett. He's going to bring it all the way up. Gain of about 10. That's going to be set up 3rd and 2.
Maybe 2 yards. See what they do here on 3rd down, as we are following Canadian rules here tonight.
3rd and 2. So this is Team USA's last chance to get the first down.
Now, another interesting rule. If Team USA wanted to, they could go for 1 point at this point, kicking it if it results in the back of the end zone. That's 1 point. It's called a rouge point.
Cousins in the backfield. Dive once again. Dive once again goes to Bassett. Refs are going to give him the first, keeping the drive alive on the first possession.
3rd down conversion works out for Team USA, and they are keeping the ball moving here in Canada territory.
Lined up for Team USA, we've got Cousins and another gentleman in the backfield. Pitch is going to go to, that's Joe Bassett. He's going to take it around the right side. Gets a gain of about 4 or 5 yards, but he's brought down by number 9, Zach Kachuk. And I believe that was also number 96, Lane Steen, on the takedown. 2nd and about 6 to go.
This is an adjustment for us here in the booth watching, seeing those first down chains being only 10 yards apart. I imagine it's quite the adjustment for the players as well.
Luke Kelly once again under center. He's going to drop back to pass this time. He's going to look. He's got a man deep in the, brought down around the 10. That's a beautiful catch by number 10, Dylan Young. Dylan Young out of Hay Springs, Nebraska.
And it's a big game for Team USA.
First pass of the game, that's going to bring up just about 1st and goal, but ball's placed at the 10. So we'll have 1st and 10 from about the 11. Team USA setting up now in the shotgun. That's number 7, Braden Steele, set up at quarterback. He's going to roll out. Ball goes up. That's going to be hauled in and caught by Coulter Cranston. Touchdown, Team USA.
Cranston with the first score here this evening from Team USA.
That was a heck of a running lob. I believe that was, number 9, Jeremiah Rendon had a man in his face. Just put it up to the long arms of Coulter Cranston. That's good for 6.
Coulter Cranston, I hate to play favorites, but he's my favorite out there, folks. He's family friends from the Branson-Kim area. That's our hometown in the far southeast part of Colorado. We got to say that a lot of times over the course of that man's 4-year high school career touchdown, Coulter Cranston.
Yes, sir, and I believe conversion rules are about the same for Canadian football, where to kick is 2 points, rushing in is 1 point. So kick's going to be up That's up and good for number 31, Cameron Grant, handling the kicking duties, thus point for Team USA. We'll be back in just a moment with Team Canada's turn for the offensive side of the ball.
All right, let's take a minute and break down some of those rules again for you. We went over those as we were going over but while we're having those technical difficulties. As we mentioned, here in Canada, the football field is 20 yards longer at 100 yards here in Canada versus 80 yards down in the USA. It's 3rd and 10 versus 4 and 15. Also, the quarterback here in Canada can immediately run the ball. We'll get back to more of those rules here in just a second. They are ready to kick that off. We mentioned the Rouge Point, which can be utilized at any time. The offensive team can elect to punt it, and if it bounces out of the back of the end zone, that's good for 1 point. But if it gets returned by the defense, then the defense takes over wherever they end up getting tackled.
Yes, sir, and something I'm not sure if it's been mentioned yet, but one of the Canadian rules is you can have 2 men have pre-snap motion on the offensive side of the ball. So normally in USA's 6-man, you can only have one person motioning side to side. But something you might see here on Canada's possession is you can have multiple men running towards the line of scrimmage. And so that's something interesting that you don't see at all in USA ball and could give the USA defense a little bit of problems. We'll see how they have prepared for that in this next offensive possession. Cameron Grant to kick off for Team USA. I believe we have number 14. Oh, nope. I can't quite read the number of the fella receiving for Team Canada. Number 84, Clark Gable, back to return for the White. Grant's kick is away. Fielded by Gable. Ooh, just out of his hands. Wraps it up around the 5. He's going to take it around the left side. Ooh, breaks a couple of tackles, but finally wrapped up by number 12, Anthony Kling. Takes him down. This is going to set up Canada right around the about the 18-yard line.
For those of you watching during the player announcements, the town of Elrose is just a few miles south of here in Elrose and Roston, both co-op.
Team Canada has number 2, Carter Harrod, spread out wide. In the backfield, screen pass goes out to number 44. That's Damien Igbekwe. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to bring it all the way out around to their 40-yard line. Brought down by number 16, Gavin Wilbanks. In all of our scouting reports for both sides, we were able to find some film for the Rosetown Rebels squad. And Damien Igbekwe there, a star running back. He's going to be fun to watch this game. Carter Harrod, a dangerous downfield receiving threat. There's those 2 men motioning. Pass deep looking for Harrod. Pass goes up and caught by Carter Harrod. What a catch.
An absolutely wonderful contested catch from number 2, Carter Harrod. And Canada moving the
We saw Team USA get a touchdown on a play just like that moments ago. Team Canada saying, I can do that too. That was number 5, Griffin LeBlanc, playing quarterback for Team Canada on that throw. LeBlanc gets the catch once again. Harrod, catch on the right side now. He's going to bring it all the way around to the middle. Wrapped up center of the field. That was, once again, number 16, Gavin Wilbanks. Good for a Team Canada first down.
once again for Team Canada.
Canada spreading it out once again. Igbekwe in the backfield with LeBlanc. Takes a snap. That's going to be a handoff to the man in motion. That's number 84, Clark Gable. Took it all the way out of bounds after the gain of maybe 2 or 3.
That was Braden Steele getting back there.
Braden Steele on the tackle for USA's defense.
Gable took the jet sweep. Couldn't find anything there. 2nd down and long.
Looks like we got 2nd and 9. LeBlanc with the snap once again. He's going to try to roll right with some pressure in the backfield. He's going to scramble for it. He is going to take it all the way to the end zone.
Touchdown! Team Canada responds after Team USA.
Griffin LeBlanc with a rushing touchdown. 2 quick scores with just about 5 minutes left to go in the first. Both Team Canada and Team USA say they've come to play.
You know, that's what we drove 1,240 miles for, Brody, or 1,996 kilometers to see some fun football. 2 teams coming out to play. Looks like an evenly matched evening here in Roseton, Saskatchewan.
Yes, sir. This looks like it could be a high-flying, fast-paced, lots of scoring action tonight. And
Nails it!
kick from Shuchuk goes through. Camden Shuchuk. Good for the conversion. 8-8 is the score after about half a quarter of play here. You know, of all the things we expected coming into this, we knew that both teams, these are just about the best players in six-man football in North America. So we are very excited. We knew that both teams can score here. From some of our scouting reports for both sides, we know that we have some state championships on the United States side with their quarterback, Luke Kelly, as well as our fellow from Texas. Excuse me. We have a couple Texas state champions on the roster. Sorry, folks. We'll tell you a little bit more about that when you get a chance. Here comes number 9. That was Jeremiah Rendon bringing it out. Brought down right around the 40 for Team USA.
I want to thank some of our sponsors here today. Lake Flat Acres, Montreal Family Farm, Rosetown Lions Club, Strand Rare Elks, Western Sales Rosetown, as well as the Independent. Thank you for your support in this year's CanAm Bowl.
Here comes Team USA. Luke Kelly once now in an empty backfield. All of his receivers spread out wide. He's going to take the snap, has 4 men running routes. He's going to be pressured in the backfield, and he's going to look to run. He's going to get a gain of a couple. Brings it out to the 45. That's going to set up a 2nd and 6 for Team USA. 5 substitutions in. Looks like we got a whole new 6 out there right now.
You know, we
Team
use
USA.
the term, well, when we're covering sports down south, of a line change, much more appropriate here in hockey country.
This will be Jeremiah Rendon, excuse me. He's going to slip on, and Braden Steele is going to slip and lose all of those yards that his unit worked so hard to get him. 3rd and long coming up for Team USA. Steele still set up in the backfield. He's got, Braden Steele and Jeremiah Rendon in the backfield. Steele's going to take the pitch. He's going to look to throw. Pump fakes. He's still looking for an option. He's going to try to take it himself. Oh, and gets brought down back at the original line of scrimmage. That's I believe that was number 96, Lane Steen with the tackle and turnover on downs. After 3, that's not something we're used to.
Yeah, I was ready for another opportunity, but I have to make that mental adjustment here. So Team Canada will have it now at about their own 20-yard line, looks like.
I think they're set up right around the 40. The distances are a
that's
little
the 40.
deceiving from
Okay,
up here,
a little tough to see. All right, 40,
No worries.
40-yard line.
We've got the sun right in our eyeballs.
1st and 10.
The backfield, I believe that's still Griffin LeBlanc. He's going to take the snap. He's going to try to take it right up the middle and brought down, wrapped up in the backfield by number 16, Gavin Wilbanks. 2nd and 10 for Team Canada.
Another thing I'm noticing is after the scores, Brody, they are quicker to get to the ensuing kickoff. You know, in Colorado, you got a little time to catch your breath, maybe run a commercial. Not the case here in Rosedon.
LeBlanc to pass. He's going to have Herod and wrapped up, but not after the first down. Carter Herod with the first down, wrapped up by Dylan Young.
Keeping the drive alive for Team Canada.
First and 10 for Team Canada at their 23. Two-man spread out way wide. LeBlanc with the snap. He's going to look right side. Has a man. He's going to be ran out of bounds. That's Gable with the first down. Team Canada moving the ball. Team Canada looking like they're opting for a pass-first type offense. And doing real well with it as they're knocking on the door once again with 2 minutes to go in the first. LeBlanc to pass once again. That's a handoff to Igbekwe. He's going to look to make a move around the USA defenders. He's going to waltz his way into the end zone.
Touchdown, Team Canada!
Damie Igbekwe getting his first rushing touchdown of the evening.
And Canada takes the lead.
Camden Skuchik to kick for Team Canada. Kick is up and good. Gonna make your score 16-8 in favor of Team Canada.
36 to go in the first quarter.
Team Canada getting set to kick off. That's Skuchik looking like he's going to handle the kicking duties once again. Back to return for Team USA. That's number 21, Bridger Cousins, who has a, oh, never mind. Screwball kick is going to be taken by number 10, Nate Nelson. He's going to look to bring it up the middle and wrapped up right around the 30-yard line. Team USA starting with the ball on their own 27.
Bringing it back, and USA looking to respond after Canada takes the lead. Want to thank some more sponsors here tonight.
Team USA back to their first offensive unit.
Eagle Creek Veterinary Services. Thank you for your support for this year's CanAm Bowl in Rosetown.
This will be Luke Kelly under center for Team USA. He's going to give the pitch to, that's number 16. That's number 16, Gavin Wilbanks. He's going to bulldoze his way for a first down. Team USA looking to get moving. Lots of substitutions in and out of this game. We got Coulter Cranston and Bridger Cousins coming back in. Kelly once again quarterbacking for Team USA. Kelly's going to take the pitch. He's going to pitch to Coulter Cranston. He's going to look to take it up the middle. He's going to have a gain of about 6 on the play. Going to make it 2nd and about 5 for Team USA. Maybe shorter than that. Maybe 2nd and about 3. Mentioned how Cannon is looking to do quite a bit of passing in this one. At this point, Team USA keeping their nose to the grindstone and running this ball. Number 16, that was Gavin Wilbanks. He's looking to, he got met in the backfield, but able to break a couple tackles and keep his feet churning. No gain on the play, but this will be 3rd down and short, about a yard.
End of the first quarter.
And that marks the end of the first quarter as we will do one more play, pardon me, one more play to conclude the quarter.
Oh, looks like they get one more play. Oh, yes, our scoreboard young gentleman from Saskatoon said, hey, it's a Canadian thing. One more play. I like it. Why not? That's fun.
Kelly once again under center. He's going to give the pitch. And that's going to be number 21. Bridger Cousins is going to get that first down for Team USA, and that will actually do it for the first quarter.
All right, we'll take a quick little break. We appreciate everybody. About 484 of you watching right now. That might set a record for us again. We've said it before. As you're watching, yes, we understand and know that internet's connection here is laggy. It's the best we can do under the circumstances. We are recording the game in its entirety, and we'll be posting it live in its full clarity after the game later on this evening when we get to our Airbnb this evening. So I want to tell you about one of our sponsors of this broadcast. One of our broadcast sponsors here of the 27th annual CanAm Bowl.
Yes, sir. This is the first international broadcast that the Saddle Rock Sports Network has taken part in, and it's a whole lot of fun to be representing 2 whole nations as we're here. Kelly, once again, under center for Team USA. He's going to give the pitch to Aiden Salazar. He's going to take his first carry for maybe about 4 or 5 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Excuse me, folks. Oh, no, yeah, that was Aiden Salazar.
6 yards to go for Team USA.
Second and 7 once again. Kelly in the gun now. Behind him is Cousins. He's going to give the pitch to Cousins. Looking for a lane to move. He's going to have a lane to the right. Bridger Cousins, he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. He was being hounded by a Canadian defender, but Cousins took that run for just about 44 yards into the end zone. Bridger Cousins out of Little Snake River, Wyoming, making an impact. Set to kick for Team USA is number 31, Cameron Grant. Snap dribbles on the ground, but Grant gets it up and easily through. Another 2 points, tidying up 16-16. We have an offensive showcase on our hands, Mr. Brad.
Absolutely. This is a ton of fun, folks. We don't have time for a full-blown out commercial break, but I do want to tell you and say thank you to our friends down in Texas. Six Mania Broadcasting, six-man football, trying to get some momentum, bring the excitement of six-man football to the masses. You can find them on YouTube, find them on Facebook, show them some love there. Got to meet some of their crew and some players from their hometown area at the Kansas, Colorado, Texas six-man football game about 3 weeks ago. It was a lot of fun. So thank you, Six Mania, for being a sponsor of this game. We are tied at 16. You know, we talked about it. We want to see lots of scoring. We want to see an evenly matched game. Maybe this comes down to one of those rouge points, Brody.
I would be incredibly excited if we saw something like that. I have no idea how that how that rule
how that
works,
really would work, and to see it faced, you know, in real time would be pretty cool.
Oh, for sure. I believe we had talked about how in the CFL, when you have teams playing very well, it kind of can turn into like rugby moments at sometimes, but I'm not going to start talking too much about rules that I don't understand. I'm going to make a fool out of myself. But that's all right. Here's number 31, Cameron Grant to kick. Once again for Team USA. This is going to be deep into the right. Damien Beckaway looking to return. He's going to take it on the right side. He's going to bring it all the way back around.
looking to get around
Look,
the edge as he slips
and looks like
down.
we had another turf monster tackle. Igbekwe slipped right around the 25. That's going to set up Team Canada. See, sometimes in the pros you see if a player falls and they're not touched, they can get back up and keep running. But that's not really the case here today. It's better for player safety. Once you go down, you're down. It leaves the players a little bit looking for another opportunity, but that's just how the dice rolls in six-man football. Team Canada set up on their own 24-yard line, sending Carter Harrod out wide. Griffin LeBlanc with the snap from shotgun once again, fakes the handoff looking for Harrod. He's going to get the catch and is ran out of bounds after a gain of about 4. That's Dylan Young with a tough task of guarding Carter Harrod. Of the game film we were able to find for these guys, we actually were able to find the all-Alberta North versus South all-state game. And that was a whole lot of fun to watch. Carter Harrod made some fantastic plays in that game with a couple of deep balls caught. So we've already seen that potential here tonight, so looking for a lot more plays from that young man. LeBlanc with the snap once again. He's going to roll out to his right. A couple of men to miss, and he's brought down by number 0, Chasen Turner, after the first down. That's something that these Team USA boys aren't used to seeing. Normally in USA six-man, the quarterback is not allowed to scramble. But what you got to do in USA six-man is once you take the snap, you got to pitch it to somebody else. So when the quarterback just takes off, you got to adjust your brain to just go get him when you can. LeBlanc with the snap. He's going to look left this time. Ooh, couldn't quite get Carter Harrod. A little bit of miscommunication on the route that time. 2nd and 10 for Team Canada. Sorry for the little bit of audio business happening, folks. We got a few technical things we're working through on our end. Just hang with us. LeBlanc with the snap. One-man rush. Pass goes open man in the middle. That's number 26, Burke Bartko, getting his first touch of the game. Bringing it all the way out to the Team USA 39-yard line. Substitutions in the game. Number 21, Bridger Cousins coming in for number 10, Nate Nelson.
9 minutes remaining here in the second quarter.
And I'm sure there's other substitutions, folks, but we're bringing you what we can. Handoff this time to Damien Igbekwe. He's going to bring it up the left side, and he's going to rumble, bumble, and stumble for a gain of about 14. Damien Igbekwe. That's an explosive running back right there.
We're going to have to use you as your main camera. All right, folks, it's going to look a little different right now. Our main camera is going to be it's on the other end of the field, so we still got the action for you, but it will be going. We did not change quarters, just doing what we can.
Canada getting set once more. LeBlanc with the snap. He's going to look right side for Harrod. He's going to find him. And wrapped up by a couple defenders. That's number 5, Maddox Jones. Got him. You know, as someone who played a little bit of quarterback in high school, I very much appreciate a big old target. Carter Harrod is supplying that and more for Griffin LeBlanc. Substitution, and once again, Jeremiah Rendon coming into game for Team USA. LeBlanc, he's going to hand off this time right up the middle. That's number 18, Cole Chapman, with the first down gain. That's going to set Team Canada up at the 8-yard line. We got a flag on the field.
Well, a helmet came off. In U.S. six-man football, if a player loses a piece of equipment, they have to take the next play off. So that could be what that indicated.
Looks like we got an unnecessary roughness call on Anthony Kling. Perhaps the cause of Cole Chapman's lost helmet. And Canada with the ball down just about on the 1 yard line.
Canada threatening the score here inside the 5 yard line.
2 men in the backfield now. That's Burke Bartko and Damian Beckway. Just making sure the ball's set in the right place. Just going to sneak right up the middle. But we've got a flag on the play. So quarterback sneak looks like it might be coming back.
We have not seen the signal from the offense or from the referees yet. We did hear the cannon fire, though. That's a pretty cool thing. I love it when places.
Looks like we have an offsides on Team Canada. That's going to back them up, make it 1st and goal from about the 12-yard line. So touchdown didn't count.
Penalty on Team Canada backs them up. No touchdown on that one.
This is actually going to make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal now, and it is a long goal for Team Canada.
Damian Igbekwe now lines up to take the snap for Team Canada. Snap goes to Igbekwe. He's going to look to take it around the left side. He's going to run around to the left, and he's got no tacklers could grab him. Damian Igbekwe getting the touchdown for Team Canada.
For his 2nd score of the night as Canada takes the lead again.
Making that his 2nd score of the ballgame. Team Canada now up 22-16. Skuchik's kick is up and good once again. 8-point lead for Team Canada. Back and forth, back and forth. So after all of this scoring, I believe we've only had one possession in this game that has not resulted in a score. After Team Canada forced a 2-and-out turnover on downs. Team USA failed to convert on a 3rd down. So I'm getting used to this terminology is interesting. So not a 3-and-out because it wasn't a punt, but couldn't quite get there. So Skuchik looking to kick once again. This is number 21, Berger Cousins. Cousins is going to take the ball this time. He's going to look to bring it up the right side, or he's going to look to reverse the field. Makes a man miss, but is brought down right around the 36-yard line. Team USA setting up on offense once more.
A shout out to a few more sponsors: Football Saskatchewan, Kidsman Club of Rosetown, and Sovereign Lions Club.
Looking like coming in the game for Team USA, number 7, Braden Steele, who has had some quarterbacking duties so far. Team USA looking like they're switching through 2 different offensive units. One led by Steele, one led by Montana's Luke Kelly. Steele in the backfield now in the gun. He's going to take the snap, look to pitch left side that's number 9, Jeremiah Rendon. He's got some green grass ahead of him, but is knocked out of bounds at the Team Canada 42. That's what's fun about these kind of games, folks, is when you have the best players from two nations, anyone can take it at any given time. Lots of big play potential, as we've seen. Same unit for Team USA. This will be Rendon in the backfield once more. Steele going to take left side, pitches to Rendon. Oh, but met in the backfield by number 96, Lane Steele.
Getting back there, Buckland, or pardon me, Lane
That's going to make it a second and very long for Team USA. Backing them all the way up to their own 49. Second down and closer to 20. Three men in the backfield now. Luke Kelly set up once again to QB. He's going to drop back to pass. One-man rush for Team Canada. Kelly looking for a man, pursued. He's going to have a little dump pass. Oh, and that couldn't be brought down. Wilbanks couldn't grab it. Third and long for Team USA. Haven't seen a punt so far in this one. Not sure that we're going to see one here.
Ball right at the 50, at the 49-yard line. If they don't get it, that's a lot of room to play defense.
Kelly in the backfield once again. A bubbled snap. And nowhere to go for Gavin Wilbanks. Turnover on downs. Team Canada is going to have it in Team USA territory. 4.5 to go here in the second.
Tell you what, Team Canada come to play today. Their defense has really stepped it up. We watched that film. We knew that Ibekwe would put on a show, which he has so far. But it's really been the defense of the home team setting the tone. And now it's 1st and 10 at the USA 47-yard line.
LeBlanc takes the gun snap. He's going to have a short little pass. And he's met. That's number 18, Cole Chapman, after a gain of maybe 2 or 3.
That's number 10, Nate Nelson. Snuffed it for a short gain. It's 2nd down and 7 for Team Canada.
2nd and about 7 for Canada. LeBlanc to pass once more. He's going to have Ibekwe out to the left side. Gets it to him. He's going to make one man miss, but brought down after a gain of 2 or 3 that time. Brought down by a whole crew of tacklers. That's going to make it 3rd and about 4.
3.5 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Canada sending several men wide once more. Men in motion. LeBlanc looking to throw. Has a couple men. He's going to take it himself and brought down after the first down, but we have a flag. I'm going to see what the whistle is. Looks like we've got a personal foul against Team USA. That's going to set up Canada rather nicely.
Looks like that call was against Braden Steele of Team USA. Talking to the refs, asking about what that call was, why it warranted the personal foul.
Team USA, and that moves the ball even further downfield into Team USA territory, just beyond the 20.
LeBlanc looking to pass once more. Has a man short. He's going to throw it up for Harad. Looking for him. Couldn't get it there. Good defense that time by number 9, Jeremiah Rendon,
With his man downfield, the referee
denying that catch.
Second down and 10 now for Team Canada.
Couple subs in the game now. Luke Kelly and Coulter Cranston coming in for Maddox Jones. And looks like Nate Nelson. Team Canada really working this spread passing attack. LeBlanc looking left side again. Has an open man. Looks like he had number 3, Ethan Lazzotti, but catch ruled out of bounds. I believe that was second down, so we'll have 3rd down and 10 for Team Canada. Beautiful catch by Lazzotti. Just couldn't quite, was just a hair out of bounds. Canada now with the spread to the left. We've got a whistle on the play. And we got a timeout called by Team Canada. We'll be back after a short break. 2 minutes to go here in the second. Score 24-16 Canada knocking on the door.
Trinidad State College is a great place to go to school because we have a small college community where you will feel like you belong. We have all the advantages of a small residential liberal arts college combined with career-focused programs like nursing, teacher education, cybersecurity, construction trades, and many more. If you choose Trinidad State, you are making a smart decision.
All right, folks, that was Right Tires out of Kim, Colorado. You may have heard that hometown of Coulter Cranston. Kim, Colorado is one of our year-long sponsors on the Saddle Rock Sports Network, so we wanted to give them a little extra shout-out here on our first ever international broadcast. Thank you for being a sponsor so faithfully. We're excited to see
Canada
how
now.
this wraps up. Go ahead, Brody. It's
Oh,
all
no,
you.
you're good. Canada now with a 3rd and 10 from their 10-yard line, 20-yard, 10, excuse me. LeBlanc to pass. He's going to try to roll to the right side and is going to be ran out of bounds. Ran out of bounds just short. Sorry, they were set up at the 20 and he got about down to the 9. So that's going to set up Team USA down in at their own. Looks like the 13-yard line. Luke Kelly's unit out there for the blue. He's going to be out there with the likes of Gavin Wilbanks, Aiden Salazar, Joe Bassett, and company. Pitch is going to go to Aiden Salazar. He's got it around the right side. He's going to be met around the 20. That'll make it a second and close to 2nd and 5 for Team USA. Second and 5. 2 men in the backfield. Pitch is going to go to Wilbanks. He's going to rumble and bumble. Swarmed. Looks like a knee hit the ground after a gain of 1. That's going to make it about 3rd and 4.
14 USA, number 16, Gavin Wilbanks. 3rd down now. Make some noise for your
In the game now for Team Canada, number 8, Jackson Ermel, stepping in. Kelly, he's going to look for, dive up the middle.
looks like he's got it.
That's number 2, Aiden Salazar, trying to fall forward. First down, Team USA, and Team USA is going to take a timeout. We got about 1:14 on the clock. USA going to try to put together a scoring drive before half.
Wright Tires is your one-stop shop for fuel and tires in Kim, Colorado. Located on Highway 160, Wright Tires has diesel and unleaded fuel available 24 hours a day. If you need a quick tire fix or a set of new tires, they'll get you what you need. Family owned and operated, they know that when our school and community thrives, we all thrive. Wright Tires is proud to support the Kim Branson Mustangs and this student broadcast.
All right, minute 14 out of this timeout. Team USA, 1st and 10 from about their own 14-yard line. No, 24. You're right, it is kind of tricky.
Kelly in the gun for Team USA. He's got Gavin Wilbanks behind him. Aiden Salazar in front. Snap goes over his head. Wilbanks is going to take it, and he's going to run right up the middle. And met by a couple Canadian defenders. Has a gain of a couple. That'll make it 2nd and probably around second and around 8. Team USA looking to speed things up here. Shotgun formation. Kelly's going to take it. He's going to look to pass. Has 2 receivers deep. He's forced to scramble. He's looking deep. He's going to take it himself. He's going to run right around. Looks like he had the first down, ran out of bounds. That will stop the clock. Just under a minute to go.
Team USA obviously would love to tie this thing up going up into the halftime break.
Kelly deep once again. He's going to take it. He's going to look to run. Taking around the left side now. He's got a blocker in front of him. Has a wide open man. Taken. That's number 89. He's going to run it all the way in for a touchdown. Number 89, Joe Bassett. With laundry on the field, though, will be coming back.
Busted a tackle on the way there, and it's a touchdown. Team USA as a flag is being picked up here.
We're going to see what the flag is for. We got a flag on the far side of the field. Looks like Luke Kelly may have been in front of the line of scrimmage when he threw that pass.
Tough break for Team USA.
It's an illegal forward pass for Team USA, so Kelly scrambled a little too far forward and threw the
Yep,
pass
a little
downfield.
too far across the line of scrimmage before he let go of that ball, so.
That's going to make it.
Touchdown. 38 seconds left in the first half.
Referee's discussing where to set that ball.
Come on, guys. Team Canada needs to stop. Make some noise for your defense.
That's going to set up 1st and 20 for Team USA. 38 seconds on the clock as none of that time gets removed. Snap goes back to Kelly once again. He's going to be forced to run. Little pitch to Wilbanks. He's going to be wrapped up, met in the backfield. Wilbanks nowhere to go. That's number 9. I believe that's
30 seconds left here in the first half. 2nd and long now.
Looks like we got a timeout on the field. Team USA is going to discuss what they can do here. 2nd and very long. Back in just a second.
Baca Valley Telephone Company and Sierra Communications have been meeting the area's communications needs since 1974. We offer a wide range of services to our customers: local telephone service, residential and commercial internet service, telephone systems, security systems, network cabling, and two-way radio sales and service. Headquartered in Des Moines, New Mexico, our service area includes northeastern New Mexico and southeastern Colorado. Baca Valley and Sierra Communications is your one-stop shop for your communications needs.
coming back to you, folks. We have score of 24-16. Looking at the last 30 seconds of the second quarter. Team USA looking to put points on in this last 30 seconds. We would love to go into halftime tied, as Team Canada will get the ball at the start of the half. Snap goes to Kelly, looking for a couple men down the field. He's going to throw all the way deep. Looking for number 21. He's got his target. Number 21, Bridger Cousins, with a deep touchdown. No flags on the field. Team USA scores. 18 seconds on the clock. Bridger Cousins, that is his first receiving touchdown, second total touchdown of the contest. What a throw by Luke Kelly. Luke Kelly, that's his first passing touchdown. Extra point kick is no good. So that's a 2-point lead for Team Canada, 24-22. What a fantastic offensive composure by Luke Kelly. Interesting stats on that young gentleman. Coming at you out of Centerville, Montana. The graduated senior quarterback. Last season for his Centerville Miners, he had 1,600 rushing yards and 30 touchdowns as a senior, and then 2,000 rushing yards and 34 touchdowns as a junior. Passing, he had 2,000 passing yards for 36 touchdowns as a senior, and then 3,800 passing yards with 67, that's total touchdowns. In his junior and senior years, he combined for 3,700 passing yards and 67 total touchdowns in 2 years. So Luke Kelly, a fascinating young player to watch. Team USA looking to kick off. 18 seconds on the clock. Damie Igbekwe looking to return for Team Canada. This will be Cameron Grant kicking off once again. Grant's kickoff squibbed this time. Bonked off the hands of a Canadian defender. USA recovers. That's number 9, Jeremiah Rendon, off of the muffed kickoff. Team USA, time for one, maybe two more plays. First and 10 from the Team Canada 43-yard line. Now that is a clever special teams play call. You don't want the ball in the hands of Igbekwe. He has been maybe one of Team Canada's most elusive offensive players. So he very well could have taken that kickoff to the house. 15 seconds on the clock. If you're Team USA, you're looking for maybe a pass deep, get out of bounds, and maybe set up for a second one. Kelly looking to throw, has a man on the left side. Oh, off the hands of Carter Harrod, nearly intercepted. He was looking for Coulter Cranston, and that's going to give Team USA 10 seconds. Second and 10. Once again, this is an opportunity. You've got athletes in the backfield. We've seen Bridger Cousins take it for a long rushing touchdown. We'll see what they dial up here. Kelly looking to pass once again. One-man pressure. He's going to get the ball off. Looking for number 12 on this end of the field. And flag on this near sideline. Looking for number 12, Anthony Kling. 3 seconds on the clock with the penalty yardage. We'll see where this sets him up. We've got a battle here in Rosetown. Team USA, 3 seconds. And this is only the first half, folks.
We still got 2 more quarters after the break, man. This is a blast.
Yeah, in such a game of momentum, Team Canada coming out very offensively poised. We have a timeout on Team Canada, so do we want to just keep it here for just a second and talk about the first half of play?
Absolutely.
So far in this first half, we've seen Team Canada come out very poised. They're playing their brand of ball. We're playing Canadian rules football, so there's lots of opportunity for motions, sneaky options. You've got some fantastic receivers looking down the field. Carter Harrod making some big plays, and explosive plays by Damien Igbekwe also on their side of the field. So momentum very much in the first half, swinging Canada's way. But in the last about 30 seconds of play, Team USA getting a beautiful pass from Luke Kelly all the way to Bridger Cousins. And momentum starting to swing more of Team USA's way with an opportunity to score here, take the lead going into half. But don't forget, Team Canada does get the ball after half. But going into half without the momentum is always an interesting thing in football.
You know, at this point, I don't know that either team, you could say, has the momentum. Both teams playing really well, really heads-up ball. We've seen some great, you call momentum changers defensively by Canada. Great momentum play there by Team USA. Even ball game.
Yes, sir.
Flip of the coin at this point.
Kelly under center. He's going to drop back, looking to pass. He's going to be forced to run. He's going to look, has a man in the end zone, looking for Aiden Salazar. Oh, no good, no catch. That will do it for the play, but let's see. That will do it for the first half of play here in Rosetown, Canada. Luke Kelly almost had a diving Aiden Salazar in the end zone, but the catch was, he couldn't quite reel it in. But that does it for the first half of play here. We're going to take our about 10 minutes of break, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
Cook Oil is your one-stop shop for everything you need on the farm or range. We provide auto and ag parts and a full line of feed and livestock supplements. And we can handle your bulk fuel and propane delivery needs. Don't forget, Cook Oil is also your only source for CanAm ATVs and side-by-sides east of I-25 and south of I-70. Stop in and see us at 105 West Santa Fe in Walsh, or give us a call at 719-324-5273. Thanks, and good luck to the athletes competing in today's games.
Saddle Rock Sports Network is a student-powered broadcasting company that was started this fall.
Over the last 2 months, our student-produced broadcasts have gotten over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views. In January and February, we will be broadcasting 41 games for the high school and junior high Kim Branson Mustang basketball teams.
With that being said, would you like to put your ad in one of our live videos?
Your ad will also be permanently on the game videos, which live on YouTube forever.
Forever.
For forever.
And will be seen over and over again as the game is shared with fans and rewatched by players, coaches, and families.
We have ad packages based on sponsoring all the games in a given week, or sponsoring a specific team or teams.
Weekly ad packages start at 1 week, between 8 and 12 games, for $200 and go up to all 41 games for $800.
Team-based sponsorships are similarly priced.
Each package includes your logo on screen during gameplay and a commercial that gets aired during timeouts and halftimes of your sponsored games.
Another way Saddle Rock Sports Network is helping schools is that they give 20% of ad revenue back to a school group of your choice.
Whether that be, for example, the senior class, junior class, FFA, theater, whatever you want.
To reserve your sponsorship, click on the link to the order form in this post, or you can visit SaddleRockSolutions.com.
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 SaddleRockSolutions.com for more information.
Hey folks, this is Brad. My name is Brad. Here is Brody. We are up here in the booth today. Want to take just a little minute and thank each and every one of you for dialing in. About 450 of you watching right now. That is a record for us. We are excited to be here. As we mentioned, 1,240 miles, 1,996 kilometers from our hometown, Branson, Colorado, up here to Rosetown, Saskatchewan. Brody, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty fantastic. I'm really excited about the quality of football that we've had today.
This is exciting. You know, two teams have come to play. It's a 2-point ball game. I mentioned it earlier. In my opinion, this is still a flip of the coin ball game. What have you liked about what you've seen so far?
Oh, I've just been enjoying the styles of the two teams that play here. It's because we're playing Canadian rules football. I think Canada's really capitalizing on that momentum. The fact that you can motion two people towards the line gets your receivers going quickly, and they're really capitalizing on their big targets down the field. That's been fun. But for Team USA, they're still playing their style of ball. There's no motion. They're not trying to play Canadian football. They're just playing their brand. Hard-nosed, big play, look for the guy downfield, but also just give it to your athletes and make plays. But in a game like this, every single one of your guys is an athlete, and they can all go yard at any given moment.
It's been really fun. You mentioned to it earlier, we've got several teams, quite a number of players that have been on championship teams, that have been on multiple all-state teams, all-province teams. It has been a joy to watch just the studs come out to play.
Mm-hmm. It's been a whole lot of fun. We've got our lists of state champions, and I believe if we counted it up, I think we have maybe double-digit state champions represented from the USA side. From Team Canada, it was very cool as we're looking for game film and stuff. There's some things on Huddle, but we were able to find the All-Alberta state game. And a couple of the players we have out there tonight, we're just making plays in that game as well. So when they're balling up against the best of their home province, they're going to come to play when it's nation on nation. So
that's cool. Now, folks, you may have recognized Brody was on the last little video that you saw. It was a little informational thing we put together about the Saddle Rock Sports Network. We began this adventure during COVID, during the pandemic, when everything was shut down in the state of Colorado, and the only way I could sneak in to watch my kids play basketball was to take a camera with me and say I was the film crew. Well, it blossomed into what is now 6 different production crews, student-powered production crews at 6 different schools. A lot of those athletes or young broadcasters you saw are now off in college, so the Saddle Rock Sports Network is a neat launching point for a lot of these young broadcasters. And it's not just my sons. they're the ones up here at this game. We've actually had the opportunity and the pleasure to have about 30 different student broadcasters this past year as involved in what we do. And our mission is to build up more production crews across the country to bring small school sports to you on YouTube, to keep it free for the viewing audience, and to also empower students with broadcasting. It's a great way to get other students involved in the excitement of school sports. Maybe if they're not necessarily athletes on the team, they can still be a part of the excitement, and it's great. They learn some fantastic skills in terms of communication, entrepreneurship. All of what we do, all of these broadcasters are paid through our advertising revenue. You see a couple of our other broadcasters, my 2 other crew, jumping into camera. Maybe we'll get them to wave here in a second. They're funded by our advertising revenue. There's one in the background in the gray shirt. That's Will Doherty. He's our main cameraman. There's Brock. He's been the guy on the sidelines having a lot of fun. Will just celebrated his 17th birthday yesterday in Montana on the road. So this guy celebrating his birthday to bring you some football here in Roseton, Saskatchewan. So it's been a lot of fun. If you would like to get something like this started at your school, we would love to help you begin that adventure. It's a lot easier than you would think to do, and we found the local businesses come out of the woodwork to support student broadcasting because it's a great addition to the school community and a neat avenue for their business message to get out to committed audiences. Now, most of our audience is actually watching at home, as you probably are right now, on a TV. So it's a committed, loyal audience, and local businesses support that type of advertising. So again, thank you to all of you. Thank you for your patience with this somewhat laggy internet connection here. We're using Starlink internet. That's our only option available right now, but we're doing what we can. Like we mentioned earlier, the game is being recorded. We're going to upload it in its entirety when we get back to our hotel or Airbnb later on tonight, possibly tomorrow. Again, depends on how good that quality internet connection is. Thank you all, 450, maybe even more. Let's check the stats. It's going through the roof. Thank you all for being a part of this. We have an exciting half of football still coming your way. It's a 2-point game. We'll see which team makes adjustments, which teams are going to come out on fire. We've seen lots of energy on both sides. I couldn't be more excited to be here. Brody, any closing thoughts before we take a little more of a break?
Well, I was just going to say it's good that we've got firefighters in the end zone because they will be lighting it up.
Absolutely. And not just a fireworks display later on tonight as part of Canada Day, but right here on the football field, it's going to be a good one. We'll be back in about 7 minutes right here for the rest of the game. All right, it's about 2 minutes to go before the second half kickoff. It is a 2-point game here in Roseton, Saskatchewan in the 27th annual CanAm Bowl. Team Canada is up by the score of 24-22, and it is a coin flip toss of a game. Again, big shout out to our friends, Four Rivers Ranch Equipment, one of our presenting sponsors here today. If you are in the market to expand and improve your ranch equipment line, they offer a huge variety of chutes, of fencing products, both portable and fixed, and they will definitely take care of you. You can find them on Facebook or just Google Four Rivers Ranch Equipment. Again, they operate all over the continental United States, and I'm sure if you're watching from the great province of Saskatchewan or Alberta or anywhere here in Canada as well, I'm sure they would be happy to help you out. All right, also want to give a shout out to our friends at Six Mania. It's a broadcast company down in Texas devoted to bringing more six-man football to you, especially in the Division I smaller school regions of Texas six-man football. Thank you, Six Mania, for your support. Again, you can find them on Facebook. You can find them on YouTube. Look for Six Mania and reach out to them to maybe get to not only enjoy some more six-man football, but to maybe get it going at your school as well. All right, here we go. Like we mentioned, 24-22. There's Team USA right there, down by 2. Had a massive momentum-changing play to score nearly as time expired at the end of the second. Oh, where did our... All right, I will leave it over to Brody as we get the clock back up on the screen here.
Yes, sir. We are very excited for this second half of play here. Team Canada will receive this second half kickoff. Depending on the outcome of this captain's meeting in the center of the field. Yeah. Normally in USA six-man, we don't have a captain's meeting at the beginning of the second half, but I suppose that's a Canada thing.
Maybe we're just talking about the rest of the ball game. I'm going to ask one of our gentlemen here in the booth. Okay, gotcha. So here what happens is whoever did not get to choose their side to defend in the first gets to choose where they want to defend now, or what field position they want to begin with. So kind of a cool thing in Canadian football.
And as we're coming out here, folks, we have Tuesday night lights here in Rosetown, Saskatchewan. I believe we've got lights ringing the field, and I believe these were kindly donated by one of the sponsors of the game. So we'll have some of our post-sundown football activities. Always fun.
This is an exciting thing. It's a neat thing to see all the different businesses that have come together to support this game. There, again, have to be about 350, maybe 400 people here in the crowd. Excellent production by the Roseton Royals here at Roseton High School. And all the various people that have made this a success thus far.
Cameron Grant kicking off once again. Damien Beckway back to receive for Canada. Last kickoff was an onside attempt. Grant elects to onside once again. That one recovered by Canada this time in the safe hands of Clark Gable. Going to give Canada possession around their 45. Looks like their ball's going to be placed at the 47.
In this second half. Once again, a shout out to our title sponsor here for tonight's game, Prosperity.
Team Canada is going to get rolling, led by, they've had lots of passing offense, but all of their touchdowns have come courtesy to their legs. Griffin LeBlanc had a rushing touchdown in the first half, and Damien Beckway had 2. He's going to start in the backfield. LeBlanc in the gun. LeBlanc takes the snap. He's going to look right side. He's going to look for the deep ball for Herod, and Herod hits the grass. Canada looking for a flag that time. Defense that time doing a great job of rerouting Carter Harrod. He had to run all the way out of bounds and back in for that ball. I believe the defense that time was number 12, Anthony Kling, potentially another defender. That's a tough task guarding a fellow with a couple more inches of height on you. Damian Beckway going to take the handoff. He's going to be met in the backfield that time. Brought down, ball comes out. Team USA recovers the fumble. That's number 10, Nate Nelson with the recovery. Maddox Jones was there for the tackle and the forced fumble. Team USA set up on Team Canada's 40-yard line. Luke Kelly, the gunslinger out of Montana, is going to get his boys set up. Kelly had one passing touchdown in the first half of play, as did Jeremiah Rendon. Coulter Cranston catching Rendon's, and Bridger Cousins catching Luke Kelly's touchdown. Cousins also had a big, long breakaway rushing touchdown in that first half of play. We'll see what they can do here. Kelly takes a snap in the gun. He's going to be pressured in the backfield. He's going to get away from one tackler. He's going to break the same tackler's tackle. He's going to has a man deep, and that's going to be Bridger Cousins. He's going to look to dance his way in the end zone. He's going to evade two tacklers. Bridger Cousins, second receiving touchdown of the night. Now that was some backyard football right there, Mr. Brad. Luke Kelly to Bridger Cousins after breaking two tackles. Bridger Cousins bringing his touchdown total to 3 on the night, leading all scorers. Cameron Grant to kick, had his last one no good. This one splits the uprights. That's going to make the lead 30-24 over Team Canada. That was pretty darn quick, Mr. Brad.
That was fast. You know, we wondered who was going to make adjustments, who was going to come out on top. And, you know, it's still only a 6-point ball game. And covering 6-man football in any area, you know, that's nothing. That is not a lead to feel safe with. I want to see, and I fully expect Team Canada to come back with fire and intensity to tie this thing up here in just a minute.
Yes, sir. Team Canada knows who their ball players are, but now Team USA does also. They did a good job of dealing with Igbekwe and dealing with Carter Harrod, but we'll see what adjustments Team Canada can make. We know they have other ball players on their unit, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to use their weapons.
Igbekwe back to kick. Would you expect a little squib, a little onside trickery attempt to keep it out of Igbekwe's hands? And that's what we see. A little squib. It's going to go out of bounds.
And we believe the rule for out-of-bounds kicks, we'll see if that rule is any different for Canadian football, but I believe that the receiving team can choose to either take the ball from where it went out of bounds, plus minus some potential penalty yardage, or have a re-kick. But it looks like there was no discussion. Canada's just going to take the ball at their own 40, because that's about where the ball went out of bounds. Canada spreading out once again. Harrod now on the left side of his quarterback. LeBlanc takes the gun snap. Empty backfield. We've got a flag on the field, and we got
several flags, one on the near side, camera side, and one on the far side of the field. Not sure what.
We've got an offsides for Team USA, lining up with a nose over the ball. That'll set up 2nd and 5 for Team Canada.
So there is an interesting rule here in Canadian football that I saw. Defense has to be a yard away from the line of scrimmage. So maybe that was a case of the USA defense lining up in their normal area. Wow, Igbekwe, he got a running start, and that's another cool thing. In Canadian 6-man football, you can be going fully towards the line of scrimmage while you're in motion, where in USA football, you can only be laterally in motion. You cannot approach the line of scrimmage in motion. Here, holy cow, Igbekwe, he had a full head of steam. That was just a little underthrown, but he was wide open back out there.
He had about 10 yards of clearance. Igbekwe, he should be on a track scholarship, let me tell you. Canada with the snap once again. They're going to look for the short route that time. No good. Looking for number 3, Ethan Lizotte. Griffin LeBlanc couldn't get it there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Canada, I believe this is their first 3rd down in their own territory in this game. We'll see what they opt to do. Now I wouldn't say this is punting territory, but 3rd and 5 is an interesting scenario. Canada coming out in a tight package on the left side of the ball. LeBlanc takes the snap. He's got a few men running routes deep. He's going to be met in the backfield, wrapped up, sack. Looks like there was about 3 Team USA guys. Looks like a little bit of a scrum. Temperature's getting a little bit high. We had several Team USA folks in the backfield. I believe we had number 12, Anthony Kling, was one of those 3. Swarming defense by Team USA that time. That's going to set up Luke Kelly's unit at Canada's 41-yard line.
Yeah, I got to hand it to the Team USA defense. The turnover on downs there. Team USA gave up 2 turnover on downs in the first half.
Kelly's going to get pressured in the backfield, looking for the dump off, but he's going to take it himself. He's going to run it out for about 20 yards worth of rushing. He's going to get a first down and bring the ball out to the Canada 25. USA now setting up in a spread package, something that they didn't get a chance to try very much in the first half. Kelly with the snap once again. He's going to look for the quick throw. Couldn't find number 9, Jeremiah Rendon. He's going to make it 2nd and 10. USA now set up about 20 yards from their goal. Kelly looking to throw once more. He's going to evade a defender. Looking for a throw. He's going to launch it, just trying to get rid of the ball there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Smart play by Kelly there just to lose the ball. He didn't really have a running lane, as Canada's been doing a good job of getting pressure in that backfield. USA once again. They got 2 men spread out on the left side. Rendon and Cousins. Kelly taking the snap. He's going to look to take it right up the middle. He's going to try to take it himself, trying to work around a couple defenders. He's going to take it up the left and knocked out of bounds that time. Looks like that was number 96, Lane Steen. Or that could have been number 99, Michael Buckland. But that's going to be a first down for Team USA. Substitution in the game now. That's number 8, Jackson Ermel, coming into the game. Number 51, Cade Armstrong, stepping out. Kelly takes a snap. Short pass, looking for Cousins. And touchdown goes one more. Bridger Cousins. Make that 4 on the day for Cousins. Second passing touchdown for Luke Kelly. Stretching the Team USA lead 36-24. Pending the extra point kick. Grant's kick this time way high, but it is good. It don't matter how far it gets as long as it is centered. Stretching the lead 38-24. 14-point lead for Team USA. Team USA looks like they're coming out firing on all cylinders. Took them a little time to get used to the latitude.
Changes in attitude, changes in latitude, is that how it works?
Potentially, to quote the poet himself. Jimmy Buffet.
Well, I'll tell you what, don't count this game out of reach. It is
Absolutely
now
not.
a 14.2 score game. But again, six-man football, anything can happen. We have seen explosiveness out of this Canadian offense and stinginess on defense, especially early in the game. Let's see if they can find that fire again and get it close, get it competitive, get it exciting.
Yes, sir.
That's what we want to see finish this game here under the lights here in Roaston on Canada Day.
That squib is going to be short left. Damien Bekway is going to look to take it around the 15. He's going to try to take it around the left side. Has a couple blockers. Igbekwe, he's going to take it. He's got a lane. Going all the way is Damie Igbekwe. Touchdown, Team Canada. What a way to respond to the USA's two quick scores.
What do we say, Brody? It doesn't take much in six-man football.
You're so right, Mr. Brad.
To change momentum. Igbekwe, we know he has been explosive. Maybe the next time you get the opportunity, if you're Team USA, don't allow him to touch the ball in a return situation because, baby, he is something else.
Yes, sir. We see why the last 3 or 4 kickoffs of the game have gone out of bounds or been short squibs.
It'll be interesting after this attempt what Team Canada decides to do, if they will elect to squib it themselves to try to have a little trickery shenanigans.
Yes, sir, and just like that, we're back down to a 6-point lead.
You know, that's what we came here for, and we are excited to be able to bring it to you. Both teams firing on all cylinders. The best of two countries coming to play, coming to represent.
Yeah, this is the football we want to see.
This is fun. Is it possible? We've only played 4 minutes here in the second half. I feel like we should be at the end of the third. So much has happened. This is cool. You like it when you look down at the clock and you're like, oh man, there's more than I thought we had left.
No, if we've had 3 touchdowns in the last 4 minutes, and that, I mean, if you're going to see it anyway, you're going to see it in six-man football. So it's beautiful stuff. Canada lining up for kickoff on the near side hash. Looks like they were lining up for an onside. That's going to be fielded by Team USA. That's number 4. Number 4, Luke Kelly.
Luke Kelly, the quarterback for the offense on the return, and he decides to return it, not just down it. That was the trickery we thought we would see. Smart move to keep it out of the hands of Cousins for Team USA. How many did Cousins have thus far? 4 scores?
At this point, Bridger Cousins is responsible for 4 touchdowns, 3 receiving touchdowns, courtesy of Luke Kelly, 1 rushing. This will be Gavin Wilbanks in the backfield for Team USA. Kelly's going to look to throw, 3-man rush. He's going to have the quick pass, looking for his fellow Texan. That's number 9, Jeremiah Rendon. He's going to be brought down after a gain of about 11.
You know,
first down.
One thing I like to call out when I see it, Brody, is great sportsmanship. Number 51 for Team Canada, he put a lick on Kelly right as he threw it, but he stood there back with him, helped him up. I mean, that is really cool. Great maturity.
Kudos to Kate Armstrong. Looking for the short pass once again to Rendon. And they're going to give him the catch. Kelly, we've seen his arm. Now we're just seeing his short decision-making skills. Subs in the game for Team USA.
That was Kate Armstrong with the really classy play there. Big number 51 on your screen.
USA looking to keep their foot on the gas pedal. No huddle here. Kelly, 2-man pressure. He's going to evade a couple of rushers. He's going to tuck the ball and take it for a couple. And he's going to be angled out of bounds after a gain of 2. That's going to be 3rd and short for Team USA.
It is last call for 50-50. Make your way to the concession at the northwest.
The sun is setting. We have a gorgeous Canadian sunset here. Maybe during a break and play, we'll pull that extra camera over there to catch the beautiful sunset. We'll go to that here in a second. But you came for football, not for sunsets.
Yes, sir. Kelly once again looking short for Rendon. He's got the catch, and he's got the first down. Their last 2 or 3 passing plays. Oh, Rendon losing his helmet.
That was number 96, Lane Steen. I think he landed with his gut right on top of that helmet. That probably doesn't feel too good.
No, I wouldn't bet so.
Let's go quickly over to that gorgeous sunset just real fast. Just because it's that pretty. All right, here we go. That's enough pretty. Back to the action.
Kelly taking that snap. He's back to pass. One-man pressure. He's got a 1st and 10 situation. He's going to make a man miss. He's going to try to bring it around the left side now. Looking for blockers. He's got no men in front of him. Makes one last man miss. Touchdown, Luke Kelly. He's got 4 on the night. That's what's dangerous about a 1,700-yard rushing season as a senior. You know he can get it done with his legs. Extra point. Up and good.
The 2-pointer is good to make it 46-32.
Cameron Grant, pretty consistent on the night. He's had all but 1 so far.
Well, it's going to be interesting, Brody. Let's see what decision Team USA decides on this kickoff.
Yeah, Damig Beckway took it to the house.
To the house last time up. Highlight reel kind of stuff from the Beckway. Do you dare him? Do you dare him and say, hey, let's see what you can do, or do you play it safe or try a little tomfoolery to keep the ball in your hands?
You know, I say it's gone well for Team USA when they've avoided him like the plague. So I would expect more short kicks. Last time they did a squib down the middle, which, you know, we know what happened there. But I would expect, you know, little squibs off to the right or left. If it goes out of bounds, that's okay. You just don't want him to have the ball in his hands.
There's the Beckway right there. He's back. He's pumped. Ready to bring it.
Squib, short side. That's not going to go the required 10 yards. And that's going to rumble out of bounds at the Team USA 44-yard line. And they're going to set up shop in good field position. So in USA 6-man football, if the kickoff goes out of bounds, the receiving team can elect to either take the ball at the spot or elect for a re-kick. But I'm not sure if that's the rule here, if they just give it to exactly where it goes out of bounds. I'm a little unsure. LeBlanc takes the snap. He's going to look for options. Short pass goes to number 18. That's number 18. Cole Chapman. He's going to take it the whole way, but we have a flag on the field. We'll see what the call is. If it's offsides, the play will stand. So that penalty would have gone against Team USA. Penalties declined. Touchdown, Team Canada.
And Chapman on the touchdown pass. Getting it back.
It's going to be Cole Chapman getting his first touchdown of the game. Griffin LeBlanc getting his first passing touchdown of the evening.
Back and forth is the name of the game here.
Camden Skuchik, he's been perfect on the night. And that one is no good. Wide right.
Still just an 8-point game with 5:41 to go here in the third. The coin toss is still in play.
Yes, sir. I get the feeling that this game is going to be whoever has the ball last is going to decide this one.
Sure, kid. I want to give another shout-out to one of our year-long sponsors on the Saddle Rock Sports Network, Tragan Marquez with New York Life Securities in Lamar, Colorado. He can hook you up with any kind of financial planning or insurance needs. Give him a holler at 719-931-1251, one of our year-long sponsors on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. Also a football and basketball coach for the Grenada Bobcats of Colorado, a perennial playoff powerhouse in basketball and in six-man Colorado football. Back to it. Here we go. Bridger Cousins back to receive.
You know, folks, one of the cool things we've been provided with is a history of all of the of all the CanAm football games and the scores and results of each. In the 27-year history, deep kick to Cousins. That's going to roll out of in the back of the end zone. Cousins going to take it out. He's got an option flag on the play. Cousins, he's going to try to make a run for it. And we've got multiple flags on the play. Cousins, he's gonna try to go as far as he can, ultimately wrapped up, but that play is coming back. Sorry, folks, but as we were saying, in the 27-game history of the CanAm Bowl, only 6 games have been decided by a score. So for all of us watching here tonight, we are witnessing a rarity in the world of six-man football.
Really, how many times, just in general, in six-man football, is it a one-score game at any level? You know, we see lots of lopsided games in regular season, even in playoff play in state championship, province championship level games. So this is a fun one. Both teams, a lot of pride, a lot of heart, a lot of energy, a lot of passion on display tonight. Looks like Team USA. Oh, they're walking farther back. Not sure what the final determination is going to be. A lot of talking. Maybe they're looking at the rule book, see how many yards will be the final decision here.
You know, I think what we had here was a couple of illegal blocks. Team USA, you got to be real careful on those kickoff returns. But I believe what they're checking for is the number of personal fouls that some of these guys have. Because we've had a couple of those calls on Team USA already. So I believe if you get 2, you're out of the ball game.
Well, that's American rules. Maybe it's the same in. Wow, they are. Okay, they're starting pretty much almost in the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Tough spot for Team USA. Luke Kelly's going to take the ball at the 6-yard line. Quick pass out. Nice little catch by number 7, Braden Steele. We'll see how far that gets him, and they're going to get the first. Clutch hands, clutch throw. Both sides of the ball.
Still fairly deep in their own territory. Ball spotted. Looks to be maybe the 11-yard line.
USA once again. Kelly, he's going to move up in the pocket. He's got a wide open man. Jeremiah Rendon, he's just going to lose his footing. And he brings the ball all the way out to the 37-yard line. Turf Monster playing a part in this game.
Yes.
Spread wide, 2 men on the right for USA. Kelly looking for an option. He's trying to avoid the pressure. He's going to get away from it. Looking deep. He's got Cousins deep. Guarded well. Cousins, he's going to reel it in. Oh my. Bridger Cousins. What a deep throw. Defense almost recovered to stick with them.
Cousins looking back, probably thinking, no flags, please. No flags, please. I just ran it 60 yards and had to come back. There's a 50-yard pass. No flags, please.
He has continued to earn each and every yard that Team USA has needed from him. Bridger Cousins out of Little Snake River, Wyoming. Playing ball. Team USA knocking on the door once again. Kelly looking for an option. He's going to roll right. He's been avoiding pressure like a champ. He's going to run all the way in. Luke Kelly You got to watch out for the legs. Luke Kelly, second rushing touchdown.
Kelly and his legs along with the connection to Cousins.
There we go. He set that play up with his arm and then put the nail in the coffin with his legs. Luke Kelly, have yourself a night. You know, high-scoring affairs we are no stranger to high-scoring affairs in six-man football. Looking at preparations for this game, we were looking at some of the records for the Texas State football teams and the playoff brackets for the last couple years. And it's not uncommon to have teams score in the 80 to 90-point range in Texas Division II 1A football. So I'm not sure if we're on pace for that tonight as we've got 3 minutes. We're still in the third quarter, Mr. Brad. I'm not sure what's happening. But this is exciting. Canada, strangers to offense at this point in the first half with Demi Buckway's kickoff return and then the long run by Cole Chapman. So we'll see what Team USA elects to do on defense. They've got Canada doing a good job of being efficient when they got the ball in their hands. Cameron Grant set to kick. He's going to squib it to the right side this time. Short kick, fielded by Team Canada, though. Wrapped up and brought down. That was number Clark Gable. Doing a good job of securing that hands team rep. This will set up Canada at their own 49. Sending men out wide. This is Ethan Lizotte on the near side. Or excuse me, far side from that perspective. Ball looking deep. It's looking for Lizotte. And Lizotte, what a clutch catch.
Big grab by Lizotte.
Griffin LeBlanc, beautiful thrown ball. And Ethan Lizotte had to hold on through the tough hit by Anthony Kling. Canada saying, we can move the ball too, don't you worry. LeBlanc gets the snap once again. He's going to looking for a man. He's going to run to his left. Griffin, he's going to look for a run, but he's going to be wrapped up by Team USA. He's got a gain of a couple yards. Wrapped up by Joe Bassett and friends.
Once again, a big shout out to our title sponsor, Prosperity Credit Union, for the 27th CanAm Bowl here tonight. We get to see the best of the best in six-man football from Canada and the USA.
Canada spreading their fellas out wide again. 3 men on the right. LeBlanc, he's going to go right side, looking deep, looking for Harad, and couldn't get it there. Trying to work around Aiden Salazar. LeBlanc couldn't get that completion. It's going to be 3rd and about 8 for Team Canada. They've got one more opportunity, folks. Once again, no 4th downs in Canadian rules. Looking to his right is LeBlanc. He's got a man, who just tripped and fell. The turf monster here took down Clark Gable. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Team USA is going to have possession deep in their own territory. Wasn't a problem for them on the last possession, though. We'll see what happens. A little less than 2 minutes to go here in the third, folks. Score is 54-38 in favor of the red, white, and blue. Luke Kelly taking all of the quarterback reps. so far in the second half. He's got 3 men to move around. He's going to make all of them miss. Kelly, he's going to take it around the right side. Got 1 man to beat. Oh, but is wrapped up and brought down around the 40. Clutch tackle by number 8, Jackson Ermel. USA now setting up shop at the 39, fresh set of downs. Kelly with Gavin Wilbanks in the backfield. He's going to take the snap. He's going to try move to his right, looking deep. Has a man. That's number 9. Jeremiah Rendon brings it down for a gain of close to, we'll call it 30 yards. Going from the 40 to about the 25. If I can do football math, yeah, that's about 35 yards. .30 quickly ticking off the clock here in the third. Kelly takes a snap, 3-man pressure once again. He's going to move around him. He's going to try out the left side. He's going to make it happen with his legs. Oh, he's going to stay in bounds. Brought down by Damian Beckway, saving 1 more touchdown. Brought down out of bounds, though. 13 seconds on the clock.
Beckway with the big defensive play there.
For Kelly. Ooh.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that chalks up to another 20-yard run for Luke Kelly. Team Canada doing a great job of getting pressure to Kelly. It just 6-man so hard trying to secure mobile quarterbacks. You got to have a defense just that's so quick to stop that. Kelly in the pocket now. He's going to look for an option. He's just going to make it happen with his legs. Luke Kelly puts him at 6 touchdowns on the evening. 3 passing, 3 rushing. Luke Kelly making it happen for his boys. Cameron Grant, kickoff, or extra point, good. Puts your score at 62-38. And that will conclude the third quarter. We'll be back for the fourth in just a few ticks.
Again, thank you to our friends at Four Rivers Ranch Equipment. If you are in the need to get a new set of chutes or corrals, give them a holler. You can find them on Facebook or on the web. Just search for Four Rivers Ranch Equipment. Thank you for being one of our sponsors here of the 27th CanAm Bowl, live from Roaston, Saskatchewan.
Kickoff's away for Team USA. One more little squibber. That's going to fall short. Ooh, no one's got it. Scrum on the ground. Looks like that was Ashton Moore potentially trying to hold on to that one. We've got a pile. The ball. We're going to see which way the arrow goes. No signal from the referees yet.
Still got a little conference right there.
We got players.
Both teams pointing each way. They're saying it's Team Canada ball. All righty, there we go.
It's rare that you see a fumble pile up in 6-man football because you only have so many guys to contribute to the pile.
Well, and it's usually spread out so much you don't have that many fellas. So there was a lot of people right there. Everybody, credit to Canada getting in there quickly, piling on that dude, and being active.
Yes, sir. Canada spreading the ball out. Griffin LeBlanc still quarterbacking for his boys. He's done a great job tonight. LeBlanc's going to take it. Pass comes out. Oh, ooh, Ethan Lazat almost had the catch. And ball hits the ground before anything else, so bullet from LeBlanc goes incomplete.
Once again, another great shout out to our sponsors, Central Plains Co-op, Becky Weeds Photography and Design, RM of Marriott, Football Saskatchewan, Kinsman Club of Rosetown.
Cranston coming in the game now for Team USA as Chasen Turner takes a seat. Colorado for Colorado substitution. LeBlanc gives the handoff this time. That's going to be number 85. Excuse me. I believe that was Clark Gable, number 84. He's going to get enough for the first down. Pardon me, folks. That was Burke Bartko on the carry.
First and 10 now for Team Canada as they look to close the gap.
First and 10 now, Team Canada. They've got 11 minutes to get rolling. LeBlanc once again. He's got a man on the left side. He's got Lazat on the left side that time, brought down by Dylan Young. Canada moving the ball, doing a good job. They're going to continue rolling from the 26-yard line of Team USA. See, what we know about both these teams is that they both can score, and sometimes what these six-man games come down to is who can make the least mistakes. And we've seen just a couple instances on both sides of the ball, first quarter for Team USA and more recently for Team Canada, but we're going to see if Team Canada can clean up their act and see if Team USA can get unlucky. Handoff that time, and going once again to Burke Bartko. He's going to run his way all the way for about a 10-yard gain, getting a first down for Team Canada.
Powerful run by Bartko, just putting his head down, moving the chains. Got to like that power game from Bartko.
Absolutely.
First and 10.
Substitutions for Team USA. Aiden Salazar and Luke Kelly coming in on defense. LeBlanc gets the snap once more. He's going to look left side looking for Harad. He's got him. And Dylan Young wraps him up long enough for the refs to blow it dead.
It is not Lazat, it is Harad with the reception on first down. It will be second down now.
That's going to put Canada second down and 4 at about the 10-yard line. So knocking on the door are the red and white.
In the fourth quarter.
LeBlanc to throw, looking left side. Has his man, that's Lazat. And that will be enough for a first down. Canada's got it. Making good use out of those little stop and pop routes. First and goal from about the 4-yard line. Demi Igbekwe in the backfield. LeBlanc is going to look to Igbekwe on the short little bubble screen, and there's no one to meet Igbekwe. Touchdown, Team Canada.
Another one for number 44.
That's going to be Demi Igbekwe's 4th touchdown of the night.
Numerous touchdowns here this evening, making his presence felt in this CanAm Bowl.
And another passing touchdown for Griffin LeBlanc. Team Canada doing a great job, good methodical drive all the way down the field on that possession. Skuchik been so consistent, and that one's good.
2 points for Team Canada to get it back.
That's going to make it a 16-point lead for Team USA. little less than 8.5 to go here in the fourth.
All right, want a quick shout out and thank all of our sponsors. Quick shout out to all of our sponsors: Four Rivers Ranch Equipment, Six Mania, Right Tires out of Kim, Colorado, Trinidad State College, New York Life Representative Tragan Marquez, Baca Valley Telephone and Sierra Communications, C&K Oil Incorporated, and the World Journal. All right, whew, had to get all those out fast in these quick turnarounds.
That's a lot of words, Mr. Brad. You're doing a good job at saying them.
Lots of words, getting all my words in.
Yes, sir.
Not getting my steps in today. Lots of driving. No, not many steps, but lots of words.
Yes, sir. There's Ethan Lazat to kick off. Bridger Cousins back to return for Team USA.
Oh, they're changing sides. They're here on the Canada camera far side to the camera near side.
Canada did this.
A little trickery.
They did the same thing the last time. They did an onside kick, setting up on near hash and kicking to that quarterback. Oh, nice. Good catch that time from Luke Kelly.
Direct to the numbers. Kelly opts to get a few yards after the catch. Looks like Team USA is going to start at the Canada 48.
That's the second onside he's recovered. And I appreciate coaches that put their quarterbacks on their hands team, on their onside return team. You know, you got secure hands in the offensive pocket. You got secure hands on kick recoveries. It makes sense. Two men spread out to the right for Kelly. He's going to drop back looking to his right. He's going to roll right. Looking for an option. He's going to throw, looking for a man down the field. Ooh, batted up and deflected away. Team Canada. Looks like that was Zach Kachuk, as well as number 8, Jackson Ermel, on the deflection there.
Nice pass defense by Team Canada on that play. Give them credit where credit is due.
You know, you had a third of the players on the field involved in that pass. I wonder if you've ever seen a third of the men in 11-man involved in any reception, except for Hail Marys, potentially, but... Kelly, once again, two-man pressure. He's going to step up in the pocket, trying to make a man miss. He's wrapped up that time. Demi Igbekwe's got hands on him, and Demi Igbekwe is going to get the sack. That's going to make it 3rd and about 12 for Team USA. Their first 3rd and long of the half.
Igbekwe with a big, big play there.
So clutch. We were talking about how your defensive linemen have to be so fast to handle mobile quarterbacks, and Igbekwe, arguably, potentially, one of the fastest men on the field at the moment.
Make some noise for your Team Canada defense. It's
3rd down situation. 3rd and about 11.
Kelly's going to take the snap. Bull rush by Canadian defenders. He's going to have a man down the middle. Oh, what a circus catch by number 7, Braden Steele.
Goodness gracious. What a bobbling, juggling, heads-up play by Steele.
My goodness, I think just about all the fans on the sidelines said a collective, just a deep breath in.
That was enough to move the chains for Team USA.
USA, 2 men spread on the left now. Here comes Kelly, dodging pressure. He's going to throw deep, looking for a man in the end zone. Oh, just over the head of Jeremiah Rendon. It's going to make it 2nd and 10 from the 34. Gavin Wilbanks coming back in the game for Aiden Salazar. Second and long, Canada doing a good job of getting pressure to Luke Kelly. Bringing 2 men again. They've got 1 man spying. Kelly looking deep. He's got Rendon back again. Oh, and he loses his feet.
turf monster strikes. Oh, we got kind of coming up a little tough is number 9, Jeremiah Rendon, kind of gimping back to the Team USA sideline.
3rd and long once again. I believe we've got a timeout on the field as Team USA going to discuss their 3rd and long.
Rendon came up hobbling there. Always tough to see a player in any situation. Now, granted, all these players, for most of them, this will be their last competitive football game. I have been watching Facebook. A couple of Canadian players have signed to play some college football, which is pretty cool. I know some of these players also, multi-sport athletes, signing to play basketball at the next level. So fun to continue your athletic career, but for most of these guys, this is the last time they get to put on the pads. So never fun to see anybody come hobbling away from a fun game like this. 3 men wide for Team USA.
Yes, sir. This has been a blast and a half of a game. Kelly, once again, he's got a man short. Oh, that's Cousins.
Looks like he's just short. No,
Bridger
they're
Cousins, they're
saying
gonna
he
give it
got
to
it.
him.
He got it. Their view better than mine. Cousins with another clutch play.
Bridger Cousins has been Team USA's go-to guy. Getting yards and making things happen. Luke Kelly once more has 2 men out to his left. He's looking for Cousins once again.
Oh, bippity bop, booped, almost intercepted off of a couple of jerseys there.
Looks like that bounced off the face of Zach Kachuk. 2nd and 10.
At the next stoppage of play, I will announce the 50-50 ticket winner. Below your 50-50s, the next stoppage of play will be the 50-50 winning number.
5.5 here to go in the game. 2nd and 10.
3rd and 10, I believe. No, second and 10. You're right.
USA with a tight package for their receivers. Pitch is going to go to Bridger Cousins. He's going to take it to the middle. First running attempt for Team USA in a very long time. Bridger Cousins wrapped up by Demi Igbekwe.
There is laundry on the field, and it was number 31, Cameron Grant, with a hit after the play. So
And repeat, a blue ticket. Those who don't have one just said, ah, in unison. Here's the number. 2.
That's going to back up Team USA.
6.
Probably a good
0, 6,
10 yards at
7.
least.
That is 256106.
here at the Rosedon CanAm Bowl, the 50-50 drawing was just announced. And I believe there was a guaranteed $1,000, again, backed by some very generous sponsors of this game.
2nd and 20 for Team USA. Kelly once again looking for an option. He's going to go left side. He's got Cousins. Ooh, but wrapped up after a short gain. Excuse, that was Coulter Cranston on the reception. But a great tackle by number 2. I believe that was Jackson Ermel on the takedown there. 3rd and 15 for Team USA.
Gain of 5, but still deep. They had to punt it for a rouge. Just to say they did. You know?
I would
Why
love to
not?
see
Let's
a
see
rouge.
it. Let's see a rouge. Boot that sucker. Come on.
I mean, Mr. Brad, you and I may never get a chance to see this, a rouge in our lives ever again.
Well, we'll just have to start watching some 6-man football. Get us a Saddle Rock Canadian branch.
Indeed. Kelly trying to work around 3 men worth of pressure. He's going to evade a couple tacklers. He's going to step up in pressure, but he's brought down. Ball is out.
Is loose.
That interception, there is some laundry on the field, but that catch by Cole Chapman would put Canada in very good field position. We're going to see what this flag on the play is. This may or may not. I doubt that this would negate this interception. So the interception counts. We had a blindside block on the return. So that will give Canada the ball in their own territory, but with only a 2-score deficit, this puts a little hope and fire in the belly of Team Canada. Cole Chapman, heck of an interception.
You know, I understand the ruling of the blindside block, but that is such a difficult thing. And in the name of keeping players safe, they have really limited what you can do in terms of blocking from the side. If you hit in the back or if you hit to the side and don't completely bring your hands and not your shoulders, it's considered a blindside block. At least, again, in Colorado ball.
Team Canada setting up shop. Griffin LeBlanc, he's going to have a handoff looking for, I believe that is Burke Bartko. He's going to take it out right around the first down line.
A commit to the VI Raiders of the CJFL.
Again, big shout out to all of the sponsors that have helped not only this broadcast, but even more so keeping this tradition alive. So many meals purchased, so many uniforms sponsored, transportation costs, lodging costs. Again, if you're listening and you're watching one of those sponsors, thank you so much for what you do to keep us playing football here.
Handoff once again to Bartko. He's going to try to take it around the left side, working around defenders. Wrapped up by Chasen Turner and Braden Steele.
Nice stuff. That's enough to move the chains by Bartko.
You know, I believe we just heard the announcement that Burke Bartko is one of the Canadian players committed to play in the Canadian Junior Professional Football League. So that's pretty darn cool.
Congratulations, Mr. Bartko, on that accomplishment.
Here comes Canada. LeBlanc takes the snap. He's looking to his left. Looking for Lazat. Just tossed it right over his head. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Lazat checking out for Demi Igbekwe.
Handed also to this crowd. Everybody still here supporting this football game, getting ready for a fireworks show. We've had fireworks on the field. We'll have fireworks in the sky after the game here.
LeBlanc takes a snap. He's got 3 men to his right. He's looking that way, looking for Igbekwe. Igbekwe just through the hands. Tough throw. LeBlanc facing some pressure in his face. It's going to make it 3rd and 10.
There's one of our hard-working camera crew, the guy with the long blonde mullet there. Sideline camera operator, Brock Doherty. Bring you that image right there, folks.
You know, Brock's got to hold on to the hair while you can.
Now, if you look up in the booth in that shot, we'll wave to you. We're way up here in that bright booth up to the right.
It's all fun. Griffin LeBlanc doing a great job as the gunslinger tonight for Team Canada. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to take it himself. He's going to make it across the first down line and runs out of bounds. Leading the charge, Griffin LeBlanc. That's going to bring the ball out to right around the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 48. Team Canada rolling once more. 2:18 in the 4th. Canada setting up once more. He's got a few men looking for routes. LeBlanc, he's going to step up in the pocket, going to try to make it happen again. Wrapped up that time after a gain of 6 or 7. That was Maddox Jones on the tackle.
Again, there's more good sportsmanship. Maddox Jones with the tackle, but also with the hand up, helping out LeBlanc, who's really done a good job. Just under 2 minutes to go now.
LeBlanc now subbing out of the game for Team Canada. 2nd and 4. Clock continues to run. We'll see Demi Igbekwe in the backfield.
I thought that was
4
a
men to
flag.
his left.
There's somebody in front of the camera just tossing something in the crowd. It looks like a flag, but it's not, folks.
Igbekwe trying to run through traffic. He's got the first down after his gain of about 15. Excuse me, closer to 10. He's going to be brought down in USA territory.
It's enough to move the chains. Now, folks, look at that scoreboard. It is a 16-point game right now. That means it's a 2-score situation. Team Canada, if they are able to punch it in on this drive, they've still got time to squib, to onside, to tie this dude up.
You know, this is a great opportunity for Team Canada, and especially if you're in this position, they're doing good of them to keep time on the clock. They're moving with a good pace. Got lots of opportunity. Deep shot looking for Lazat on the right side, and ref signal he was out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Oh, that was unfortunate. What a grab by Lazat, though. Still a tremendously athletic play.
Yes, fantastic throw from Griffin LeBlanc.
But again, not a bad thing because it stops the clock, lets Team Canada set up. Still 2nd and 10. Ball spotted pretty much at the 34-yard line of Team USA.
LeBlanc's got his guys set up. He's got men running deep routes. He's looking for Lazat once more. Looking deep. Oh, intercepted by Team USA. That's number 2, Aiden Salazar, with the pick. And looks like that's going to be brought down right around the 4-yard line. Aiden Salazar may have just sealed the deal.
So if you're Team USA, I think in this situation, run that ball.
You run the ball.
Run the ball, run the clock. You've got a lot of weapons. You've got Bridger. You've got the feet of Kelly. And I'm sure there's a lot of other potential running back studs on that Team USA. Also, again, both squads, only a 2-touchdown differential. Pretty good stuff here in Roseton, Saskatchewan. Team Canada, still a glimmer of hope. If they can force a turnover, if they can pin him deep right here, still very much a ball game.
Yes, sir.
Team USA trying to figure out exactly what the play is.
Kelly now under center. This is his first time under center for the half, I believe. Run up the middle. That was a quick handoff to Gavin Wilbank. Referees discussing.
You're not sure what was going on. I did not see what could have been the infraction. Again, sometimes at this angle, when we're looking way down the field here in the booth, it's hard to see if anybody was offsides. It looks like it was a false start on the offense.
So that puts it back. Team USA operating from their own 2-yard line.
15, it looks like. Maybe less than that.
Luke Kelly is going to give the handoff once again. My goodness, number 16, Gavin Wilbanks. He's got nothing but green grass ahead of him. He's gonna almost be brought down. Oh, he's hunted down by number 8, Jackson Ermel. Hunted down Gavin Wilbanks. They ran that play on the penalty, and Gavin Wilbanks took that just about
almost to the house.
Let's see where they mark the ball. Right around the 15-yard line. That was a just about, football math is hard, about 85 yards on that take, right around 80 yards.
Under a minute to go. All that Team USA really needs to do is kneel it. Looks like we are in a near victory formation, but that's Cousins in the backfield.
Kelly's going to take the snap. Short handoff that time to Joe Bassett. I think Canada might still have timeouts.
I think they may have used one there. Now that's interesting in terms of the difference between a 4-down American situation and a 3-down Canadian situation in terms of timeouts and what can stop the clock. Well, there goes the clock.
Clock continues to run. They're going to let that get down probably nice and far. Kelly, just a short handoff once again. Oh, Kelly has it himself. He's going to walk it into the end zone. One more touchdown for Luke Kelly. That was a very sneakily drawn play. That was a fullback dive fake. Kelly just took it to the left and took it right in.
You know, it faked me on the switch. I didn't see it. I tell you what, it doesn't take a lot to fake me out anymore, Brody. It just, my brain is not as quick to catch things, so I'm glad you are here in the booth watching this stuff for me. As we have just a few seconds left here in this ball game, I think it's fair to begin to talk about who you would think as maybe players of the game on both sides of the ball. So just give that some thought. We will come back to that.
And the two-pointer is good to make the score 70-26 in favor of Team USA.
Again, this was a very competitive game up until, I would say, about 2 minutes ago. With that one big break-open penalty play, there was still a glimmer of hope. It was a two-possession game. Whoop. Now, with only 10 seconds and make it a 3-possession game, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that Team USA is going to win at this point in time. If I were picking players of the game, let's talk about the hometown team. My goodness, number 44, Dami Abekwe, has just stood out to me as somebody that Team USA intentionally tried to keep it out of his hands as much as possible. And when you build your kickoff defense to structure to keep it out of somebody's hands, that means you respect what they can do. He showed it tonight, multiple touchdowns, several big plays defensively as well. He would get the player of the game nod for me. Any other thoughts about Team Canada and who might be your player of the game tonight?
Yeah, you know what's interesting about this game is that they distribute an offensive and defensive MVP for this
Abekwe's
game.
going to turn it up here. He's going to have another chance to put another 6 on the board for Team Canada. Abekwe with the Jets. Another touchdown for Dami Abekwe. Talking about him, and that there was fireworks, and that's the conclusion of the ball game. Your final score is going to be 52-70. Well, I don't know. Do they let him kick? At this point, the extra point would be irrelevant, so I bet they don't kick an extra 2.
Oh, it looks like the refs are going to line him up for it.
Let's hear it for both of these
fantastic game tonight. Dami Abekwe putting on a show one last time, last punch in. Man, I enjoy watching him play ball. One last point after attempt here for Team Canada. And the kick is not caught. Final score tonight, Team Canada 52. Team USA comes out on top with the score of 70. As far as Team USA, I think there were 2 guys that stood out. The first going to be Mr. Cousins. How many touchdowns did Cousins end up with on the night?
Yes, sir. Bridger Cousins out of Little Snake River, Wyoming. He finished the day with 4 total touchdowns, 3 receiving, 1 rushing. And I believe the second guy that you would like that was of note for Team USA was responsible for those 3 passing touchdowns. Luke Kelly out of that Centerville, Montana. He had 3 passing touchdowns on the evening and then absolutely lit it up with 4 rushing touchdowns. So 7 total for Luke Kelly. Fantastic stuff from Team USA. Those two men, they really kind of put the stamp on this game. Coming out of half, Luke Kelly and Bridger Cousins, they just kind of made it happen on the offensive side of the ball. Team Canada, to their credit, they hung with them as much as they could, but just a couple of turnover on downs, a missed onside kick return. And so, yeah, that was really what did it for Canada. But, yeah, they hung with them when they had the ball for sure.
Fantastic stuff. Really appreciate all of the coaches, all of the athletic directors, all of the, not just sponsors, but everybody that helped with all of the various logistics of this game. People that came on to, bring in concessions here to this game. We had a fantastic little pregame meal. Really good stuff. I'm sure there will be an award presentation here momentarily. We will stick with you for that. Again, appreciate each of these players. Big shout out as well to the families of these players. Giving up an entire week. We know that the Cranston family, good family friends of ours, gave up a week of their summer to come support their player, as did this massive crowd out here. So many players, so many young men represented their communities, their provinces, their states, and their nations so well.
No surprise on offense.
Now they are
5 touchdowns, I believe.
putting out
he had so many. It is number 44,
official player of the game for Canada, as we thought it would be. Number 44, Dami Abekwe.
He finished the day with 5 total touchdowns, 2 kick returns,
5
3 rushing.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got the words, Mr. Brad.
Give Abekwe a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. He fought till the very end, literally.
We've also got defensive player of the game for both teams.
As for defensive player of the game here tonight, it's number 9, Zach Kachuk.
Defensive player of the game for Team Canada, Zach Kachuk, coming in. He had a whole host of tackles on his side of the ball. Played very, very well for Team Canada.
Now for the awards of Team USA.
Now time for the Team USA awards.
In the backfield, it seemed like they couldn't corral him no matter what Team Canada did, but the quarterback, Luke Kelly, number 4, comes away.
Luke Kelly gets the nod.
Of the game here tonight.
Offensive player of the game for Team USA out of Centerville, Montana, finished the night with 7 total touchdowns, 4 rushing, 3 through the air. Fantastic night.
And finally, on defense for the USA, number 5, Maddox Jones.
Defensive player of the game for Team USA, Maddox Jones. He was another hound, getting lots of tackles. We missed his name a whole lot of times on the call, but he was everywhere around the ball.
Congratulations to our award winners. We want to thank everyone who made this happen here today on Canada Day. The volunteers, the workers.
Again, as we wrap up the presentation tonight, again, we will have the first half, maybe the entire game, uploaded in its clarity. I'm glad that the internet connection was better this evening for the second, third, and fourth. Now time for the trophy presentation. Going to Team USA here for the CanAm Bowl. Year number 27 of this really cool tradition.
And that'll do it for Team USA.
They're excited. All right, again, want to thank all of our broadcast sponsors that have helped us out along the way. We'll keep it right there for those of you watching at home.
Union, Central Plains Co-op, Becky Weens Photography and Design, RM of Marriott, Football Saskatchewan, Kinsman Club of Rosetown.
There's Team USA, or Team Canada, taking a knee. Man, I am so proud of the way both of these teams play. I saw a lot of great sportsmanship out there. So many men on both sides of the ball after a big hit, after a big play, reaching over to offer a hand to their opponents, not just an opponent, but a brother in this great game of football. Again, all of you that are watching, appreciate your sponsorship, appreciate you tuning in today and sticking with us for the duration of the broadcast. Despite some technical glitches at the beginning, we'll have that uploaded later for you tonight. It's been a wonderful experience here. I would say the 1,240 miles, i.e. the 1,996 kilometers from Branson, Colorado to Roseton, Saskatchewan, were 100% worth it. Thank you to Roseton, Saskatchewan High School for hosting a fantastic event. Thank you to each and every one of you watching. Thank you to everyone that you see out in the crowd that came out to support this event, many of them driving from surrounding areas, some of us thousands of miles and kilometers, to support these young men in what for most of them will be their final competitive suiting up full football game.
Thanks for being here. Take care.
All right, on behalf of the rest of the broadcast crew, it was Will Doherty on the main camera. It was Brock Doherty on the sideline camera. Brody Doherty up here in the booth with me, handling the majority of the play-by-play. And me handling the ones and twos as much as we could. There we go. Maybe the most exciting and encouraging thing right there. Players taking a knee, giving thanks for the opportunity to play a great game to our one and only Creator, Lord, and Savior, Jesus Christ. What a fantastic thing to see. Gives me goosebumps. Gives me goosebumps. On that note, we are going to conclude the broadcast. Thank you all for being a part of the broadcast. Head over to the Saddle Rock Sports YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribed to us, we'll be bringing a whole lot of Colorado, New Mexico, possibly Texas and Oklahoma sports to you this fall. If you'd like to get your very own Saddle Rock Sports student-powered adventure going on in your community or your school, reach out to us, and we will help you in your next step of your broadcasting adventure. We'd love to get you going and get you started. All right, there's some final picture shots there. Always neat to see everybody coming together. My cameraman was kind of, there we go. A lot of fun. Okay, folks, that's pretty much it. We're going to stop it off. Thanks for watching.